Well, hi there. We're going to make a wonderful gingerbread cake, and it's over 150 years old, this recipe. So let's get started and see how it's going to come out. I'm going to read you the ingredients and then we're going to whip it right up. You need a half a cup of sugar, a half a cup of shortening, 1 egg, 1 cup of molasses, 2.5 cups of flour, a half a teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of cloves, 1 teaspoon of 1.5 teaspoons of soda, and 1 cup of hot water. So we're gonna mix this all up, all together, dump in the bowl. It doesn't even tell you the degrees, but I'm gonna bake it at 350 for about 25 minutes, then I'll check and see how it's going. So the only thing I need to do is I need to dump everything in and then get the hot water going. So here we go. Sugar right here. Half a cup of sugar. Okay, we have a half a cup of shortening. I usually use Crisco for shortening. That's just my choice. You can use anything you like, but that's just my choice. Just like that, whoops. And let's see here, we need 1 egg. We have 1 farm fresh egg. I don't normally crack it in the bowl. I like to crack it in a separate bowl. But I'm looking, there's no surprises, so we'll be good to go. Rule of thumb, that's my choice. I like to crack it in a separate bowl. Now, we need 1 cup of molasses, which is right here. And I always spray the inside of my measuring cup before I put molasses or anything that tends to stick. It comes out a whole lot easier. Just like that. Okay. Then we're gonna have the 2.5 cups of flour right there. 2.5 cups of flour. And the half a teaspoon of salt. I use Himalayan salt. Cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Everything tastes good with cinnamon, especially this time of year. And here's a half a teaspoon of cloves. 1 teaspoon of ginger. 'Tis the season where everybody starts cooking and the house starts smelling great. And 1.5 teaspoons of soda. Now in my past recipes, you always put the hot water and soda together and mixed. But this one, it says add everything, and at the end it said add 1 cup of hot water last. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna follow the recipe. So we want 1 cup of hot water last. And I'm going to get that on right now, and I will bring you back. We have the 1 cup of boiling water all done right here, so I'm pouring it in, just like that. And then we're gonna mix it up. And there's no directions, so I'm winging it. Okay, folks, the batter's all mixed up, just like that. It didn't say what pan size to use. I would say an 8 by 8. This is like a 8 by 12 or an 8 by 10. This is my favorite pan. So I'm gonna use this, and if I don't think it looks right, well then I'll just change it out. But I think it'll be okay. We'll see. Like I always say in my videos, you never know. Looks really good. It's got a nice batter consistency. Not sure. Scrape this down like this. Well, what's everybody doing today? I got up this morning, it was 40 degrees according to my weather channel here. So fall is definitely setting in, and they're saying maybe a frost tomorrow night. But I'll have to watch the weather closely tonight. Try to get all we can out of here. I have made gingerbread before, but this is a recipe I've not tried. When it said 150 years old, that caught my eye. I was going through my recipe books and was looking for something for fall. Actually, I started out with a cake and then I switched over to this. Yeah, I think this pan will be fine. I wasn't sure at first, but I think it's gonna be all good. And I'm gonna let it go, like I said, probably 350 for a half an hour. Then I'll check it. I'll put everything in the description box below, so you'll have it. And I will show you the cookbook I got it out of. In just a second here. Get all the goodness off everything. There we go, just like that. Not gonna worry about those beaters. It's from the Sturbridge kitchen. This is a very old cookbook, and I got the recipe from that, and it's called Gingerbread, and it says this recipe came from Podunk, and it's 100 years old. That's all it says. Okay, folks, poking it in the oven now, and when it's all done, I'll bring it back out. Either I'll taste test it or Mr. Ray will taste test it. He's home today. Be right back. Okay, this wonderful gingerbread cake is done and the whole house is smelling just so yummy. You want to check your cake when it was done, and it took me about 40 minutes at 350. I use a skew. It's just, I always have these on hand. I do have toothpicks, but what you want to do is you want to take it, you want to go down, you want to stick it in your cake, you want to pull it up, and there's nothing there. So it's all done. So Ray is busy fixing a door right now, so I'm going to be the taster of the cake. Oh, this feels very moist. Very moist. Wow, this can make quite a nice little cake. I'll show you right there. And let me get this out here, out of the pan, just like this. Very, very warm. I don't know if you can see the steam. I'm not a person that likes anything warm, but that's okay. I'm gonna give it a test for you, because if it tastes anything like it smells, it's gonna be really good. And I like everything kinda topped off with a little cream. I didn't realize Ray had been using my cream on his ice cream, so I almost didn't have any. Boy, I'd have boo-hooed about that. Okay, let's get going. Smells great. Just showing you how wonderful it looks. very moist. Oh yeah. Very good. Got a great mixture of molasses and ginger, which really makes it good. You can tell it's hot because the cream's sliding off. This is a very moist cake and it's very good. So if you have a chance, make it. I'll put everything in the description box below. Please give me thumbs up so YouTube can recognize that I'm getting action over here on my videos. And you can find me on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. And on Facebook, I'm known as MAINEiac Grammie. And like I always say, you never know what's going to be on my videos. God bless. Happy cooking and baking today. See you tomorrow.